Need coffee. Today on Eastern Adventure, we're going to be heading to the Fundy Trail. And we're going to do some snowshoeing today. There we go, it's minus 15 to the Fundy Trail. Let's go. The spot that we're going to today is a pretty nice spot. We're going to see some good views on the coastal views, I guess. We're gonna go try and have some lunch, a little bit of lunch on a beach. Pretty nice, has pretty big cliffs and caves, but I don't think we'll get to some of it because the tide is gonna be at the maximum it can be. We're at full moon today, so it'll be 31 meters. It'll be pretty high tide today. Coming into St. Martin's here, just pull over for a second. You can actually see out in the bay there's a lobster boat. And if you actually focus a little bit right behind that lobster boat there, my phone won't zoom in anymore. There is the Isle of Haut. I'll point it out. It's right behind it there. You can just see it. It's a very clear morning. Nice. Pretty long-known heritage here for shipbuilding and fishing and all kinds of things. St. Martin's is a great place to come check it out. Beautiful, beautiful views. Quite a few places to check out here in St. Martin's. Really awesome spot. There we go. Awesome covered bridge. It's quite spectacular, especially in the summertime. It's quite the view. Quite frozen right now. If you were to come here another time of the year, it would be a great time to visit. You can come right out in the low tide and check out all these sea bays. UNESCO Global Geopark is a 2,500-kilometer region. You can explore the rocks and fossils and record almost continuous geological history. It's pretty important. All this end of the coast here. You see, they identified all here. Dalma. This is where we're going right here. We're going to come up into the trailhead at the start of the Fundy Trail. It's cold. You can actually see it's so cold at this spot that Irish River has frozen right over. All right, let's head to the trailhead. Not too far of a drive. It's just, I'm gonna say 15 minutes up the road here. We'll be at the trailhead. All right, as you guys can see, we're at the trailhead. The gate is closed because the park is closed, but we may enter at our own risk. So let's enter at our own risk and hopefully make it out. There we go. I guess the good news is for some people that like the bathroom. Yeah, look at that. Still getting the bathroom this time of the year. It's usually the park entrance I'm passing. There ain't a soul here but me. I got all Fundy Trail to myself. So special. All right, let's get going. Here we are, coming up our first elevation gain. Fox Rock lookout, I believe. Here's the bay. First observation deck here. The views out there are just amazing today. Sun just shining off the bay. Way out here behind me. Be owl my way down there and kind of see Martin Head in the distance. Peninsula. That would be Nova Scotia over here. You can see just a little bit of the distance here. That would be a little bump out there, a little peninsula. That'd be Martin Head way in the distance. You can see that big white patch here on the mountain as well. Way out there, that would be the hill going past Long Beach, heading up and into the inland towards Sussex. Shall we continue? Some of the cliffs here are crazy. It's pretty impressive, the elevation in Fundy out here. The cliffs are pretty impressive. Here's the route that we're taking to get to the beach. Instead of going the easy way, we're gonna Take the wooded way along the shore. Stairs and snowshoes. Yeah. Here we're at Flower Pot Rock. Pretty cool spot. See it down there. I've actually never been to this spot. Fundy. You can see where it got its name. It used to actually look like a flower pot, a bunch of trees going on top of it. And after time and erosion and 7,000 megawatts of energy potential in this bay, it has eroded it away, and now this is what's left. And we're gonna continue on our adventure. Some birds' nests here. Pretty neat ones. I've never seen them made with awls. Well, hey, what I call old man's beard. This one looks pretty drastic with the snow on top of it. I'm not exactly sure what kind of nest that is, but I'll put it in the video there somewhere and let you guys know. Parcs. All kinds of wildlife out here. It's pretty impressive. It's pretty warm lately for New Brunswick anyway. It's been quite the cold spell. See, this is where we're headed. Almost there. There's Fuller Falls here coming down and running out. Amazing, beautiful. Here we are at the Fuller Brook, crossing this nice bridge that the park has made to access Melvin Beach. We're really close now. Melvin Beach is just down over here. Take you guys there in a second. It was deep here. You can actually see how much snow accumulated here. It's like 14 inches of snow right there. Funny because I think this stuff is a difficult hike in the summer. And then you go to do it like this, you're like, oh boy. Here we are. Like I was just saying, I gotta figure out somewhere I can cross this ice. The tide's pushing on it, so I'm either gonna cross it over here or go down here and see if the ice is strong enough by the falls that I can cross, because it looks like somebody else has already crossed here. This is before we had all the snow, so it's been a couple of weeks. But I've made it. Feels so good to get my snowshoes off. A little bit of a task. I couldn't really film to get across this ice here. Usually you can cross and come over because the water is low, but it wasn't possible. There's so much water in there, and it's damming up here because it can't reach the ocean in this big ice dam. So I had to come along and come up this and then back down and along this ice ridge. And then over to here. We did it. We made it. Right on time. I said I wanted to be here at 10, and that is 10:12. Today, got a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to be making a nice fresh sandwich. Everything completely fresh with it. No, nothing made from chemicals or anything like that. I actually, I'm going to make some coffee too, my French press. Wood. Awesome one. Stainless steel. With metal, it's nice and rugged from Canadian Tire. So pricey, but worth it. Some fresh sourdough bread that my wife has made me that she's just started getting into making. Looks pretty nice. It's gonna be a good sandwich. I have the best wife at home that makes me all kinds of homesteading meals. Makeshift table is working well so far. I don't know how fresh it is, I guess, because it's probably not from New Brunswick. We're not going for aesthetics here, we're out in the woods. I think that's a pretty aesthetically pleasing sandwich. Could be backpacking. Wind is picking up, I think, because the tide is changing. Start going in. 10 o'clock, I believe, was high tide. It stays full for about an hour, I think. And then it does its thing and heads back out. About 3 foot an hour, I think, is what that nice homemade sandwich. Oh my goodness, it feels amazing. Nice and warm. Oh, it's so good. Smell it. coffee in a... Man. I'm gonna get my jacket back on. I was sweating, so I took it off so I didn't get cold. You don't want to sweat and then freeze your sweat. So I was trying to air it out, and I did. Just get my jacket back on. The wind's picking up. The tide's going out already. Crazy. Warm up. It looks so warm. That's good. Beautiful. Just gonna drink my coffee and sit here for a couple more minutes and enjoy the view. We're gonna start heading our way back. We're gonna take a different way back. I'm gonna head up along the road. Take the elevation out of here first and then just hike the road all the way back. Not the road, but there's a long passage trail along the road that we're gonna take. Different way on the way here. Ah, little crab. He is moving, he's just really slow. Alright, kitted up, or packed up, get everything. We're gonna hit the road. I had seen these tracks when I was walking down to the beach when I got here. And I noticed over there where the snow is shallow, you can see paw prints in it. I originally thought these were deer prints, but now that I've seen them over on that side where they cross this water, I'm gonna say they're either a red fox or a coyote. They look pretty small, so I'm gonna say a coyote or a fox track. So that's pretty cool. A fox was down on this beach recently. Hear this ice just cracking and snapping. Deep snow. Only one that's been here. These big blocks of ice that are pushed up on the shoreline here. Oh, there. Got up off the beach. There's no wind now. I was windy down there, but there you go. A little view for you guys. A squirrel or a mouse is living inside there, or a vole living up in there. Going in and out, getting some food. I've reached the height of land. We came from way the heck down there. There's Pegburn Beach, so Melvin Beach is just inside here. I made it. There's a lot of elevation gain. See here, it's a gorgeous day. The bay is beautiful. It's amazing outside. This is the warmest day we've had in a while. It's probably, I'm gonna say, -5, and it feels like 0. Amazing. It's actually so clear out today that I can see the ice. There's a massive ice shelf hanging off the cliff of the Isle of Haute. That island way out here in the distance. I'll zoom in on it for you guys. This island that you can see here sticks out massively out of the ocean. Almost as much as you can see here is just about as much as the actual land mass does. This island, back in the day, is known for having a lot of shipwrecks. They didn't, it was hard to navigate and know where it was, and once you get into it, I think the current would suck your ship into it. And it was known actually, I think, for having a treasure on it. I don't know if it was true or not. I'll put a link in the description below. You can watch Noah from Northern Scavenger makes a video on it. They actually kayak to the island and spend some time there. Yeah, I'll put a link to his YouTube in the description below. It's a pretty good guy to watch. Going along here, and this is going to be the biggest set of tracks I've seen the entire time I've been out, and there's been a lot. This one is pretty big. That's for sure a moose. You can see him dragging his hoof there, his dew claw across the snow. It's pretty big. You can see there's a little opening through the trees there he came out of. A whole bunch of, I don't know, hares or rabbits running across here too. We're making way. Sun's making for some nice views anyway, that's good. Some evidence that I believe a deer or a moose, pretty decent sized track, but I think a deer is digging. Oh, yep. That is that's deer poop. Deer droppings. I'm gonna say this deer is eating the lichen off the ground. I believe that's what they're eating. when they eat the ground like this. Lichen. There's a deer track right there. So it definitely is a deer. Deer scrambling the ground up in here eating. I think it's lichen. I'm not sure. If you guys have any idea what they're eating from these spots, the deer, let me know in the description below or in the comments below. All kinds of spots where they've been rotting the ground up. There's some deer. Kind of scared me actually. I was out here all by myself. Oh, there's another one. Here he goes. This is the Melvin graveyard. Over here's the Founds, or the Founds. I don't know how you say it. The Founds, I think. Both families were shipbuilders and also known for their large farms here. They built ships between 1820 and 1861. Just take a moment to remember them and how unique it is that we live somewhere and still have this to remember them by. Here's some of the headstones. $1868 on that one, and 1855 and 1812. Born in 1812, died in 1855. In loving memory of W.R. Vones. He used to spend all his men, deckhands and shipbuilders and blacksmiths and all kinds of things. Pretty amazing. Parcs Canada did a great job preserving it. I actually thought that this part was pretty cool because my wife and I are into Outlander at the moment, and seeing how they would have lived and what the lifestyle was of back in 1700s and 1800s was brutal. It's amazing that they did the things they did and made the progress that they did and paved the way for us today. And back to where we took this. I took this way. Way out over the bay there. Just barely caught my eye. There's a big, huge bald eagle flying, soaring above the bay out there, looking for something to eat. Oh, finally ran into some people. So just as I get back. Well, I just had a little stop there. The first lookout on my way in. And yeah, there was a group of people there. They were just kind of taking in the view, and they didn't have a lighter to have hot chocolate, so I hooked them up with one. I gave them mine. I don't need mine anymore. I got flint and steel anyway, and I'm almost back to the car. Seemed like some nice people. They were actually local, just like I am. Local to where I live. Yeah. Nice to see some other people out here enjoying the views, not just me. It's too good to have nobody else do it. Nice. Never off. Well, I made it home. Back to my house. Thanks for tagging along on the adventure. If you guys want to see more, just follow along and subscribe. Thanks for watching Eastern Adventure. Till next time.